I know that everybody wants to write a unique story, and every movie producer wants their movie to be different from the others that we've seen before. But sometimes it is not bad to follow the usual route. Now, what I mean is that we have a lot of happy endings in movies that are so cliche, we already know how they're going to end. But then there are bad movies that try to take the easy way out by riling up our emotions and putting probably a tragic or a sad end at the end of the movie in order to, force us to see the movie as special or different. We've seen enough of that. We know that trick. If you don't know the trick, I know that trick. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I will be reviewing a movie titled Fluttered Heart. It is showing on this channel. I'll be showing on the screen because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But then let us get right into the review. Okay, so this movie is about a young guy of 25 years who works in his father's tech company, and he loves his private life, and then he doesn't want his relationship to be out there in the open on social media. So he strictly doesn't date public figures. But then fate happens and he falls in love with an actress. Obviously, their relationship might be in the open and on blogs and social media, and he was avoiding that. So when he found out that this lady is an actress, he said he was no longer interested in pursuing whatever feelings he had for her. But he could not stop thinking about her, and then his friend encouraged him to go after her and blah blah blah, even though she was an older lady. That is basically what the story is about. If I summarize it, that is what it is about. So they are trying to find their way to work around the relationship and make it work. And also, the lady in question didn't want to venture into the relationship at first because obviously the guy was younger, but then also her friend encouraged her to go ahead. But the challenges came when the parents of this guy did not really like the girl, especially the mother did not really fancy the idea that he was dating an older lady. And of course he had found a or not found. He had given her the opportunity to be an ambassador for his father's company. So they thought that he did that because they were in a relationship and that maybe she manipulated him into getting her the ambassadorial deal in their company. So they were thinking that she was a gold digger and stuff like that. On her own part, she had this ex that was stalking her and that still wanted to continue their past relationship, and she was trying to push him away. So the tropes in this movie are age gap. They use the age gap trope. They also use the celebrity and non-celebrity love trope, and then they also use the internal illness trope. Internal illness trope, yes, because at the end of the movie or towards the end of the movie found out that somebody had a heart disease and stuff like that. That is why I mentioned before that I don't like movies that try to wrap up everything with a tragic ending by making somebody internally ill and trying to force us to feel bad for the person or for the character. Poorly written characters, poorly written stories, you now try to wrap up everything by trying to rile up emotions from us, the viewers. I'm not dumb. Anywho's, what did I not like about this movie? First of all, let us talk about the sound. See, no matter how good a video is, if the sound is not clear, if the sound is bad, you cannot. I was thinking maybe it's from my headset. Maybe my headset has spoiled. But then the noise was too much. I could literally hear the background noise of the crew members, the scratching sound. It was so, I don't know, it was so disturbing. If it was somebody else, they will click out of that video. But then I don't really care about those things. I still watch the videos till the end, because if I don't watch till the end, how am I going to review it, right? So the sound is pretty bad. And then I noticed that this movie is their first feature length on this particular channel. There are two other short films there, but this is the first film that is above 1 hour or up to 1 hour on that channel. So I think this is their first movie on that particular channel. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the only movie I'm seeing there. So for the sound to be this bad, I don't know how others are going to be, because after watching a movie, I usually go to the channel and go through the other videos and check out if there is something else I would like to watch, especially if I liked what I had seen. So apart from the sound, the video quality as well, it looks faded, ashy kind of. The colors were not vibrant. It didn't have this crisp look of a new movie. It just looked shady and kind of had this noisy look to it. I don't know how to place it, but yeah, it's not the best color I've seen on YouTube. It's not even up there. So for the performances in this movie, first of all, the female lead happens to be the owner of this channel, because I noticed that her name is the name of the channel. So I'm guessing she's the owner of the channel. I've never seen her on screen before, so I can't really compare her to any actress. She doesn't act like anybody. She has this, I think she has a unique feel, a unique vibe to her acting style, which I'm not used to, and I can't really say that I like it. I would have wished if she gave more projection to her voice so we can hear her clearly. And also, I think she's a bit dull in acting, and I don't want her to continue acting that way. I can't really place my hands on the way I feel about her acting. And I can't say she did a bad job in this particular performance, but then she didn't really do a good job. Now, for David Ezekiel, look, I trust David Ezekiel with roles because I know that he is a proper actor. And by proper actor, I know that he is trained. He actually went to acting school. Yeah. So when he's acting, I know that he's doing his best, and I know that he understands his role. He understands what he's doing. He understands the concepts down to, reading his script, getting into character and stuff like that. So I hate to see good actors in badly written movies. The concept and the storyline of this movie is not bad, but the execution, or probably the writing or the direction, was bad. So I hate to see good actors in badly written movies. It makes them appear so cheap to me, because because look, after watching Blood Vessels, I knew that David Ezekiel is not just an ordinary actor, and to see him in ordinary films breaks my heart, because I do. Look, that is why I just got tired. I got fed up of Clinton Joshua, because he's just everywhere. I'm just seeing him in low quality movies, and I can't just get myself to watch him act very poorly and underdeveloped characters. Not sorry. I think that David Ezekiel tries to create good chemistry with all his female screen partners. If you've watched all his work so far, especially the latest one, The New Girl, he tries a lot. Not even The New Girl. Let us take Blood Vessel, for example. That's the only real movie he has done. The only good movie he has done that I actually like with all my heart. He tries to create a lot of good chemistry with his female screen partners, especially if that person is probably a love interest or a friend in that particular movie. But I fear that that same screen partner might not have the right skill to carry him along, or for him to carry them along rather. So I fear a lot of times when I see his acting method, his eye movements, body language, and then the screen partner is not responding, it kills me. It gives me a lot of headache because I truly understand what he's trying to do in that particular scene. But the other person, they copy. They copy, copy. Nobody is there. Guys, I'm literally tired. That is why they did not choose you people in Children of Blood and Bones. I be Children of Bones and Blood. That Hollywood movie that Paramount will be shooting, that is supposed to be based on Nigerian Yoruba mythology. I don't know if you guys know about it, that they did a casting call for Nigerian actors and blah blah blah, and when the list of lead actors came out, it's just no Nigerian based in Nigeria is there. Nigerian actors that we know. I know that Nigerian actors are in the cast list, but they're not our Nigerian actors. I don't know if you're getting my point. People are like, oh, of course there are Nigerians there. Of course there are Nigerians there because they're already in Hollywood. Duh. Do you think they're going to it's because the ones we have, they're saying they lack depth. But I know that we have really brilliant actors that can pull off any role, Hollywood or not. There is no excuse. Let us not even get into Children of Blood and Bones, because I'm still boiling from whatever is going on around the whole controversy around the casting and blah blah blah. I'm still boiling. Am I boiling? I don't even bloody care. Okay, so like I was saying, David Ezekiel is one actor that I hold to such high standard that I hate seeing him in badly written movies. And I hate seeing him most especially with bad screen partners. Did you watch Gully? God, I beg you. Anywho's moving on. Do you know my first impression of this movie? Apart from the whole sound thing and stuff. My first impression of this movie, like the first thing I could think about this movie after like 30 minutes into the movie, my first impression was that these people are just combining and mixing a concoction of romantic scenes to make sure, that is, what's my point now? To make sure that we, the viewers, see this as a romantic movie. Look, if a movie is romantic enough, you don't need to combine. The chemistry alone will be oozing. The chemistry. Okay, that is. What's a meaning now? I don't know if I've mentioned that this movie was dragging a lot. It dragged and drugged and drugged. This movie dragged a lot. Before we got to a point where I finally understood where they were going to, they were just mixing. Every romance a mixing. They're just mixing a lot of lovey-dovey scenes to show us that romance was going on. And I think it had a lot to do with the age gap. I'm not saying that age gap is bad though, but this age gap thing that is going on, people think I don't know. Let's talk about this. This age gap thing that is going on in Hollywood now. You know that we have a lot of fresh, new, handsome, good-looking actors, really fresh ones, young ones, not the old guys though. We have like a lot of them coming out. They're really good looking, they're fresh, they have a lot of audience, they have a lot of female followers following them up and down like bees following honey. So I've noticed that some of these producers, they've been doing age gap a lot. They'll carry a younger actor and merge with an old act. Like everybody just wants to get a cut or a taste of these young ones. Do you get these fresh upcoming young guys? Every old lady wants to act with them. Everybody wants to. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's looking at hey, wait, let me calm down. Let me calm down before pardon my French. Let me calm down before I chop my tongue. Anywho's, like I was saying, it's looking as if everybody is doing what everybody else is doing. A lot of age gap, like it's so annoying because they're not even doing it right, and they don't have the right storylines to do a proper age gap trope. I am so pissed about it. Anyways, waiting concern me. But as I was saying, I've noticed that a lot of channels are doing it now. These young actors that are coming up are acting a lot of age gap movies. You know, a young guy that likes a lady that is older than her. Nothing is wrong with that. I mean, it happens in real life. Nothing is wrong with that. But that everybody is doing it on their channel. Somebody will bring out a concept today. Everybody, a rich lady in love with mechanic, everybody will go and act it. A young guy in love with an older lady, everybody will go and act it. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is exactly what is going on YouTube right now. And it's better that it's on YouTube because I don't want to see it on our more standard platforms. Because one, that's why they did not choose you people for blood and bones. That you people lack depth. And it is true because these actors, guys, how many actors can you name? Especially the popular ones. How many can you name that have the emotional range, that have the I think that the actors were emotionally distant. I already said that they did not have chemistry. If there was chemistry, they would not need to put all those romantic scenes, all those dates and unnecessary this thing. They will not need to emphasize on the fact that they are in love with each other before we see it. There was no chemistry and the emotional getting. They were emotionally distant. Yes, I could not connect to them. You know this movie where an actor will cry and you too you will cry. Okay, something will happen in the movie and you feel like you actually feel it that okay, something emotional has happened. I could not. My eyes were like this, baro till the very end of the movie. I could not emotionally connect to the actors because I don't even know if I should place it on the actors. No, it's not. I cannot blame the actors of this particular movie. I blame the way it was executed. Is it the production? Is it the director? Is it the writer? It's the writer. That's the foundation. No, maybe the writer did his best or her best, and then the owner of the story, because usually in this Nollywood YouTube, it's not the writers that are the owner of the story. They just put the dialogues, and they do their best to put all the jargons that storytellers put together. Somebody will wake up with a concept, and the writer will try their best to write something good, and they will come up with very ridiculous ideas. Put this one now, put this one now, put this one now. Then the movie will come out as one nonsense. So I cannot even blame writers. I beg. I blame the storyteller. And if the writer is the storyteller, then anywho's, this movie is as cheeky as it gets. I already knew how it would end. And if you watch the movie, when I was watching it, I was like insistent on how it will end. And it ended exactly that way. Like fantastic. It ended exactly the way I said it will end. Now, should you go and watch this movie? From what I said, does it look like something you want to watch? Anyways, you know that I would never tell you not to watch a movie. It is not my phone and it is not my data. And it's not my money that they used to produce the film. So please kindly go and support it, especially because of David Ezekiel. Let it not be that a whole high and mighty David Ezekiel acted a movie and the movie is having 20k views in 3 days. Please rush to that channel. It's on my screen right now. Go and watch it. Leave your comments. Don't say I came here for David Ezekiel. Talk about the movie. And if my review is wrong or right in your point of view, I'm gonna come to my section. I'm gonna come to my comment section and drop something about it. You understand what I mean? Anyways, that is the end of my. I don't know why I feel so hyperactive today. That is the end of my review. Peace.